Dear student, welcome back again in our today's session. So, as you can see that today we are going to talk about on the topic techniques of data collection. Under this topic, we will discuss about observation method. In previous lectures, we have already discussed about interview method and questionnaire method. And now we are going to discuss about observation method. What is observation method? Types of observation method and advantages and limitation of observation method. We will discuss on these aspects. So let's understand about the observation method. If we talk about observation method, observation as a method of data collection is used very frequently whenever collection of data through other method is difficult. For example, it is not always possible to conduct interviews with every person to collect required information. There are occasions when no other method can be adopted for data collection. For instance, suppose a scholar wants to study the lifestyle of hill tribe. It is certainly not possible to use questionnaire or schedule or interviews. Only alternative available is observation, as the respondents would not relay any questions orally or in written. So basically, observation method is a way to collect data by watching and recording pupils' behavior, action, and events as they happen naturally. This technique helps researchers understand how people behave in real life situations without influencing their action. It is often used in social sciences and psychology to gather accurate and unbiased data. By observing, researchers can identify patterns, habits, and phenomena that might be hard to capture through other data collection methods like interview, survey, schedule, etc. So, observation method is very important method to gather the information from the respondent. If we talk about the definition of observation method, so observation may be defined as sensible application of sense organs in understanding less explained or unexplained phenomena. So basically, whenever a researcher is unable to compile information through any other method, then he has to effectively apply his sense organs to observe and explain. So, it may be said that observation involves recording of information, applying visual understanding backed by alert sense organs. This method is very important to collect the data from respondent. Now next we are going to discuss about the types of observation. If we talk about the types of observation, the first one is structured observation and the second one is unstructured observation and the third one is participant observation and the next one is non-participant observation and the last one is controlled observation. Let's discuss each and every types in detail. So the first one is structured observation. If we talk about structured observation, That means when observation takes place strictly in accordance with a plan or a design prepared in advance, it is called structured observation. A structured observation is like using a checklist to watch and record pupils' behavior. You know what you are looking for and write it down. And if we talk about unstructured observation, in this type of observation, there is no advanced planning of what, how, when, who, etc. of observation. The observer is given the freedom to decide on the spot to observe everything that is relevant. Unstructured observation is like freely watching pupil without a plan, seeing what happens naturally. Now, next we are going to discuss about the participant observation. In this method, the observer is very much present in the mindset of what is observed. For example, suppose a researcher is studying about the lifestyle of a hill tribe, then he might understand the lifestyle of the tribe better only when they stay with them. He is participant in the sense he is physically present on the spot to observe and not influencing the activities. That means if we talk about the participant observation, so participant observation is when you join a group or activity to observe it from the inside. You become a part of what you are studying, like a team player. And the second one is non-participant observation. Non-participant observation is just opposite the participant observation. So if we talk about the non-participant observation, this is a method in which the observer remains detached from whatever is happening around and does not involve himself in any kind of activities. He is present only to observe and not to take part in the activities. That means non-participant observation is when you watch a group or activity from the outside without joining the group. You are like a fly on the wall, observing without being noticed. Now, next we are going to discuss about the controlled observation. In this method, the observer performs his work in an environment or situation which is very much planned or set. Controlled observation is a way of watching people or things in a controlled environment like a lab or a special room. This means that the researcher can set up the situation and control what happens to see how people react or behave in this particular situation. It is like creating a mini world where you can test things safely and accurately. Take an example. For example, a researcher might create a pretend classroom to see how children learn or a mock store to see how people shop. So, this is the last type of observation, that is a controlled observation. Now, next we are going to discuss about the merits of observation methods of data collection. So the first one is if observation is done correctly, the scope for bias is very much minimized. Now, the second one is through observation the current scenario in which anything is happening, noticed and explained. There is no interpretation of how things would be happened in the past or will happen in future, etc. And the next one is, as there is no need to get any reply or details from the respondents, observation does not require any cooperation of the respondent. Now the next one is, this is a fairly reliable method, provided the observer is well experienced, trained and sincere. This method is very important for the researchers to collect the data for their research. Whenever the respondents are illiterate and incapable of answering any kind of questions, the researcher can use this method for that particular situation. Observation is the only method of the data collection. Now, next we are going to discuss about the limitations of observation. So the first one is, this is a relatively costly method of data collection in comparison questionnaire method, scheduled method. Now, the second one is, it could be noticed that what is observed may bring out only the part of the facts, while data collected through questionnaire or interview ensure later coverage. And the next one is, there is a lot of scope for the observer to get distracted or influenced by unexpected factors which would affect the accuracy of information collected. So these are the limitations of observation method. Now next we are going to discuss about how to make observation method successful. So as you can see that there are few points are mentioned. The first one is, first the researcher should have a clear grasp of what he should observe and its purpose. Purpose should be very clear if you are going to apply the observation method. Now, the second one is, the person should be gained in adopting observation. Now, the next one is, the person, the researcher, should avoid his personal likes, dislikes. Person should be unbiased. Now, the next one is, he might be alert and intelligent and also sincere. Now, the last one is, he should be able to connect all the things observed. So this method is very important method for the research. Thank you.